The Christ Letters, with enhanced narration and text. Letter 3.2, moving into new frequencies of vibration. I will tell you a parable. Imagine a child screaming and kicking because he wants ice cream. All the time he is making this noise, his father is waiting patiently at the door of his room to show him that he has brought him ice cream and fruit. You may think this parable is improbable. Nonetheless, it is true. Mothers will remember times when children have been inconsolable over something, refusing to listen to what mother is trying so hard to tell them, and yet mother has the solution waiting for them the moment they stop making a noise and dry their tears. I can see the travail of people and their crying and weeping, and my compassion is boundless. You are heard, but within the context of your present consciousness, there is little I can do for you. I cannot penetrate the thongs and chains of your years of ignorant thinking and acting. I see the pain perpetuated in the churches, in services and pulpits by ignorant sermons. I see nations and their people trying so hard to grapple with the difficulties arising from their traditional values, cultures, and religious beliefs. I see the limitations in their daily living, the lack of fulfillment of their needs and purposes, and the suffering emanating from relationships of every kind. The collective consciousness emanating from the world is a miasma of fears, resentment, angers, emotional turbulence of passionate desires, revenge and exhaustion, interthreaded with compassion, determination to uplift world consciousness, dedication to the search for unconditional love by those who have received inspiration and a degree of enlightenment. I come close to people who call on me and work with them to relieve their distress, but their mindset and beliefs are so strongly imprinted in their brains that my truth cannot reach through and bring new knowledge to their minds. Many people have heard, albeit briefly and imperfectly, but have lacked the courage to accept new ideas and speak out. Furthermore, the time has not been right to reach through barriers of human consciousness to teach you. Footnote: in the light of Christ's spiritual truth, doctrines become meaningless and are swiftly jettisoned from the illuminated mind. End of footnote. But now the time is right. You have moved into a new dispensation of vibrational frequencies, which will enable you to more easily rise from the materiality of the previous age. This may sound a strange statement, but there is a universal store of knowledge regarding energies you do not begin to understand. At this time, there is no earthly mind capable of understanding. It is only possible for you to imagine the spectrum of energy, which is not truth. It will help you, therefore, if you can accept my statements, taking them on trust, because they are true. You are moving into new frequencies of vibration pertaining to human consciousness, which will enable you to move forward into the spiritual mental development I described in letter 1. Since I have diverged, I must now repeat. You can no more escape the most fundamental laws of existence regarding your thinking and feeling, sowing and reaping, than you can escape the laws of electromagnetism in your material world. For electromagnetism is the impulse, producing the law of sowing and reaping, just as electromagnetism produces form within the fundamental field of energy particles. Therefore, it is not possible to continue to believe in Christian dogma and also try to follow these letters, because dogma relating to salvation by my death on the cross, the Trinity, physical resurrection from the dead, and use of incense and set forms of prayer are fallacious, and the facts now presented to you in these letters are truth. The dogma and the sacramental trimmings are what you would term red herrings, to gain your attention and allegiance, but obscuring the truth of my teachings. Therefore, these letters had to be written. The only way I could reach the world at this present time, when it is poised to enter a new mind-emotional dispensation, was by using a receptive, obedient, and deprogrammed mind to receive the instruction and do the manual work for me. These letters offer the only true means by which people will find the path to the spiritual dimension in which all human error fades away and only love remains. Anything else which may be said is purely human rationalization and reason, and these are not truth. People are seeking new ways to resolve old problems, particularly in America, but until they understand the true nature of life, the ego, and the laws of existence, they will but strengthen the pull of the ego, and their pain will continue. Remember, as I record for you in the following pages, the simple truth I spoke 2 millennia ago, this truth remains constant and consistent. Therefore, it is only possible to deepen your understanding of truth, not to alter it. Have you realized, as you have read the first 2 letters, that all I spoke to the people of Palestine was a direct outcome of my having perceived the reality of existence in the desert, that nothing was solid? Footnote: in the light of Christ's spiritual truth, doctrines become meaningless and are swiftly jettisoned from the illuminated mind. End of footnote. Have you remembered that in my transcendent state, as I looked at the rocks, sand, mountains, water below me in the Dead Sea, all appeared to be as a shimmer of motes? Rock, sand, mountains, water were differentiated one from the other only by the difference in the intensity of the shimmer of motes, and by the apparent density of motes within the shimmer. There is no other way I can describe what I saw when on earth, or convey the facts concerning the true substance of matter and the apparently solid fabric and construction of your world. In modern speech, you would probably call the shimmer of motes a vibration of particles. Perhaps you could combine the two terms and describe the most fundamental visible reality as a shimmer of particles. This conveys the sense of the light glow in which I saw the particles dance.